sit up in your chairs with your eyes closed. When you do, you're going to imagine that you're sitting on a beach in Hawaii. This is going to be your stress-free dream vacation, not a care in the world. All you want to do is just sit back with your eyes closed and imagine that tropical paradise all around you. On the count of 3, with your eyes closed, you're on a beach in Hawaii. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. So sit up in your chairs and imagine clear blue sky. Eyes closed as you imagine it. Not a cloud in that sky, just that hot Hawaiian sun shining down on you. So you stretch out and let all that stress and tension just leave your body. Ah, this is the life. You can hear the ocean off in the distance. It's that tropical turquoise blue tropical water washing up against a white sandy beach. Palm trees off in the distance. If you take a deep breath in and smell the air, imagine it smells like pineapples and coconuts and suntan lotion. You can hear people having a good time on the beach. It's a beach party! Oh man! People are surfing, they're swimming, there's beach volleyball going on. Somewheres they're recording an episode of Girls Gone Wild. Whoa! However, one thing does suck about this beach. On the count of 3, you realize with every word you hear my voice speak, the weather seems to get hotter and hotter. 1, 2, 3. Wow. It is hot out here today. Oh man, it's a cooker out. Oh, you can literally see ripples of heat coming up off the sand. It's so hot. Oh man, you heard stories about it being this hot. You have no idea it actually get that hot. Oh, it's like a sauna cranked on full. It's humid hot. Oh man. Somebody out there suntanning has one of those little transistor radios, and you can hear the local radio DJ out there. All right, turns from Hawaii. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot here today. We're expecting all-time record high. It's gonna be 98 in the shade. Wow. You've got sweat just pouring down your forehead right now. Maybe take your one hand and just wipe that sweat off your forehead, catch it before it drips in your brow. Man, it's hot. Oh, now your armpits are all wet and sweaty. Oh, great. Oh, perfect. Now somebody out there's got BO. There's a smell of sweaty BO in the air. Could be you, because your pits were really wet. Maybe give yourself a quick little pit check. You want to touch it now, your chair's a little close to a cliff behind you. You might want to just slide your chair a little forward. Well, your pits are holding out. You're doing good. It might be that person next to you. Don't move. Don't move. On the count of 3, you're all going to pretend you're doing something so that you can indiscreetly lean over and sneak a sniff off that person next to you without them knowing what you're up to. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's where it's coming from. But don't be rude. It's not their fault. It's hot out today. Now, I've got an idea here for everybody on stage. If you want to cool off, try this. Take your right hand and try fanning your face. See if you get a little breeze. Oh, yeah. That feels good. In fact, it feels so good, you want to get both hands going. Double it. Oh, that's twice as good now. Oh, man, feel that breeze. In fact, you realize the faster you do it, the better it feels. Now, as you're fanning your face, on the count of 3, you all imagine you're in your bathing suits. 1, 2, 3. There. It's a bit better. However, you still remember how hot that sun is, and nobody wants to get a burn. So on the count of 3, you imagine in one of your hands, you're holding a bottle of sunblock. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Just put your sunblock on. You don't want to get a burn. You want to protect your skin against the sun. That's hot. Put on nice and thick. Get your arms, your legs, your stomach, your back. Don't forget your face. Now, as you're putting your sunblock on the count of 3, you all imagine seeing someone cruising the beach. Could be a stranger, it could be someone you know. It's your imagination. You decide. But whoever it is, man, are they ever hot. They are the hottest looking person you have ever seen in your entire life. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Check that person out, man. Wow. Your eyes closed to imagine. Man, what a body. Toned and tan. They gotta work out to get a body that toned. In fact, it's fair to say the only thing wrong with that body is the fact that it's not noticing you. So on the count of 3, you're all going to adjust how you're sitting into a slightly sexier pose, hoping that'll get them to look your way. 1, 2, 3. They're not quite looking yet. It's kind of a crowded beach. So on the count of 3, you're going to turn it up a notch a little sexier. 1, 2, 3, go! They're still not looking yet. So on the count of 3, you're going to turn it up a notch a little sexier, and you're going to add in a touch of cool. So you're going to be sexy and cool. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, there we go. They're almost looking. They are almost looking. You know what? It takes one last ingredient. On the count of 3, you're going to turn up a notch, a little sexier, a little cooler. You will watch what you're wearing in the dress. You will be careful of this. But you are going to add in a teeny little touch of slut. 1, 2, 3, go! Bam! Suddenly they look your way, and they smile. So you smile back. They're shy. They're shy. They give you a cute, leave your pants on. They're shy and they give you a cute little finger wave. So you wave back. Playfully, they throw you a kiss. Ooh. So playing along on the count of 3, you pull them a kiss back. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. They catch your kiss and seductively they slip it into the front of their bathing suit and make it look good. Now they lean towards you and they start to mouth something, but you can't make out what it is. So you lean towards them, give you a phone number, hotel room number. You lean closer, a little closer, and you realize what they're mouthing to you is, "Hey, loser, get lost! I'm trying to talk to that person behind you. You keep getting in the way, you freaking pervert! Take a picture, it lasts longer, you freaking stalker! Call the cops on you!" Wow. That was just plain ignorant. I mean, let's be honest. That was an honest mistake. You had no idea there was anybody behind you. Look, if they were talking to you, they didn't have to be ignorant. Give them a hand gesture. Let them know what you think of them. Go ahead. Now, you got your beach attire on, got your sunblock on. Aside from the rude person, it is an awesome beach. Are you seriously going to let somebody like that ruin this? No. Hell with them. Sit back, relax, get yourself a nice dark tan. Something you can brag about when you get back home. On the count of 3, you're no longer going to be on this beach. On the count of 3, you're going to imagine that you're at the North Pole in the middle middle of an ice cold, freezing blizzard. It's going to seem extra cold to you, too, because for some strange reason, you still imagine that you're in your bathing suit. Again, in the dress, you will be careful of what you're wearing. On the count of 3, you're at the North Pole, all of you, in the middle of a blizzard. 1, 2, 3. Ice cold winds now blowing against your bare skin. Instantly, your muscles cramp up. Your joints start to lock. It's freezing now. You can hear that wind howling. Snow flurrying. That wind cuts right through to your core, freezing you instantly. All you want to do is curl up into a ball to try and get warm. You got goosebumps. You can't stop shivering now. Freezing. Your nipples feel like they're going to pop off. You're freezing cold right now. Oh my God. Your ears are starting to burn with frostbite. Your cheeks and your nose are starting to burn with frostbite. You can't feel your fingers anymore. Your toes have gone numb. You're so cold right now. You think you might be freezing to death. You're getting scared. You're getting desperate. You do just about anything to get warm. And on the count of 3, you all realize this to be very true. On the count of 3, you realize the person next to you is the warmest person in the world. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, reach over. You are so cold. They are so warm. Get your legs over. Get your arms over. Get all the body heat you can. You can't get enough. Man, they feel so good. Get your whole body over there. On the count of 3, everybody's going to become wide awake, not having a clue as to what you're doing. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Let's give them all a great big round of applause, nice and loud. Now. I think this is yours. There you go. And I believe this is yours. James, there's one problem with this shirt, though. Come here. The problem is, it doesn't come with instructions. Hurry up, James. We're trying to get the show going here, man. James, on the count of 3, you're a fashion designer, and you're going to incorporate that shirt to some sort of neat fashion, and you're going to wear it like that the entire show. Proud of that fashion. 1, 2, 3.
White wine?
Okay, thank you. Actually, on the count of 3, you can become wide awake and put it back on. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Put it on. Let's give them all a great big round of applause, nice and loud. Okay. On the count of 3, you're all going to hear a noise. Oh, James, can I see that for a second? Everybody on the count of 3 on stage, on the count of 3, you're all going to go chin to chest, deep sleep. 1, 2, 3, sleep. On the count of 3, when you all wake up, you realize this to be very true. We're at one of those little reptile farms. I'm one of them reptile show guys. And when I turn around to talk to you, what I'm holding in my hand is a cobra, a highly venomous cobra. For safety's sake, you cannot leave the stage and don't leave your chair. 1, 2, 3. Hi everybody, welcome down here to our new reptile farm. What we got here now is what is called a precious pink cobra. Now I've got it here by its head. Open your eyes here, dear. Lay here with your eyes, you've got to pay attention here. Now, what I got here is a cobra. Don't move your chairs, please, because that's going to make the snake nervous, and we don't want to get the snake nervous. So, don't worry, I got it by its head. It's not going to be doing any damage to you here today. But, I'm going to come by and give you each a chance. Have you ever held a cobra before? No? Would you like to hold a cobra? No, you don't need to hold it. If you got hold the head back here, you can feel this length of feel. It's actually smooth. It's like smooth, ain't it? Right? Whoa, whoa. We'll put the cobra back It's all good. We got it. Okay, it's all good. Well, no, don't move. Stay there because you'll make the snake nervous. Okay? If I get you sit back in your chair, just keep calm. So you can feel the end of it there. It's nice. Right, there we go. Okay? It's kind of mesmerizing when it looks at you, but don't move because it can sense your fear. It can sense your fear. Cool your breathing down, mate, because it can sense that. Careful, it might be a spinning cool. Okay? So, what we'll do here, man, we're going to put that right around and right here like that. Don't worry, right there, got it. Okay. So, you know, screw it. Wide awake. Wide awake. Wide awake. Oh, it's Christmas. Here we go. You put wide awake. Good. You just put your belt back on, man. It's all good. Okay, let's give them all a big round of applause. Everybody slide your chairs about a foot up from the back of the stage. On the count of 3, you're all going to hear a noise. When you hear this noise, you swear it's coming from the person to your right. Nobody gets out of their chairs. Nobody moves their chairs. 1, 2, 3. You thought it'd be like cotton candy. Oh, now it's wafting. Oh, it's rotten. Oh man, that's horrible. Ew, it's like cabbage gone bad or something. Now, if they're not bad enough, on the count of 3, the person to your left kicks in, and they're even worse. 1, 2, 3. Oh. That there was on the count of 3, the next time they fart, it is so horrible, you gotta say something to them. It's offensively horrible. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's it. Wide awake! Wide awake! On the count of 3, you're all going to hear that noise again. But this time, it's not the person to your right. It's not the person to your left. It's you. Man, was that ever a good dinner tonight. Pierogies make you rotten. 1. Awesome, she snorted. While drinking a beer, it was awesome. I was grown up and I was good. 1, 2, 3. Hey, come on, I'm standing right behind you. There's not him, it's you. Really? Come on. You got something on my leg on that one.
Jerry's deep breathing. He missed this.
Nice. Okay, let's have some fun with this. Do you guys want to see something
Yes.
really funny?
Yeah.
Watch the look on their faces. Watch their facial expressions. On the count of 3, you're all going to hear that noise again. And again, it was you. But this time, when you hear yourself fart, you think that your fart went a little too far. You think you sharted. Hey, a little poo-poo. 1, 2, 3. Oh. 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 Son of a... Oh. Wide awake. Let's give them all a great big round of applause. Nice and loud. sociable, everybody.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, if you guys would like a drink, take your right hand, hold it straight out in front of you. Make a fist. Stick your thumb up your ass. No, I'm just kidding. Just stick your thumb. On the count of 3, your thumb is your favorite drink in the whole wide world. 1, 2, 3. Sociable! Chug, 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 chug. It's not a drink, it's a penis. Wide awake! Wide awake! Wow. All right. Would you like a Tic Tac? Okay. Sitting up in your chairs right now. On the count of 3, you all realize this to be very true. There is a gas mask crazy glued to your face. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I went and bought these tanks of gas, and I thought we'd have some fun. See, one of the tanks I got was this tank of laughing gas, but it's not that stuff from the dentist office. Oh, no, no. This is actual, legitimate laughing gas. It says on the tank here, if you were to breathe this stuff in, it will induce side-splitting, gut-busting, in stitches, uncontrollable laughter. On the count of 3, I'm going to filter that gas into your gas mask. 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, this laughing gas gets right into your bloodstream and affects you 100 times more potent. 1, 2, 3. On the count of 3, this laughing gas makes its way into that part of your brain that triggers off your stupid laugh. 1, 2, 3. Now, while we got them laughing, on the count of 3, I'm going to trigger into the next gas. On the count of 3, the next gas they're going to breathe in is the opposite. It's the world's most potent sad gas or crying gas. When they breathe this next gas in, it's going to make them so sad, they're actually going to start bawling their eyes out. Now, we got some pretty big guys on stage, and urban legend says, real men don't cry. We'll see. On the count of 3, you're going to pump in the crying gas. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let it out. It's not good to keep things bottled in. Just let it go. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, just let it go. Here, you come and sit down there, big boy. On the count of 3, the sad gas gets right into your bloodstream. 1, 2, 3. Oh, if you want to give each other a hug, go ahead. Sometimes it's good to have a shoulder to cry on. Let it go. Just let it out.